We've all heard the phrase, success is just a matter of luck. It's a popular belief, but is it true? What if I told you that success isn't about luck at all? What if it's about the choices you make every single day? Too many people attribute their achievements or failures to luck, but the truth is, success is something you create through your actions, mindset, and determination. Meet Sarah, a woman who grew up in a small town with big dreams. People around her often told her that she would never make it out of her circumstances, that success was for the lucky few. But Sarah didn't believe in luck. She knew that if she wanted to change her life, she had to make different choices. So, she set a goal: to build a successful business from scratch, no matter how difficult it might be. At first it seemed impossible. She didn't have much money, no business experience, and no one to guide her. But Sarah understood something powerful. Success doesn't come from luck. It comes from taking consistent, focused action. And so, she started taking small steps every day to create her own path to success. Sarah's journey wasn't easy. She faced countless challenges, rejection, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. But she refused to let those obstacles stop her. Instead, she used every setback as an opportunity to learn and grow. The more she learned from her failures, the closer she got to success. Sarah also realized the importance of mindset. While others around her believed that success was a matter of luck, she knew that her thoughts and beliefs would shape her reality. She stopped thinking of herself as unlucky and started to see herself as someone who was capable of creating her own opportunities. Every day, Sarah took deliberate actions to move her closer to her goal. She worked late into the night, read books, sought mentors, and put in the hours required to turn her dreams into reality. And gradually, the results started to show. Her business began to grow, and she began to see that success was something she was actively building with each choice she made. The more Sarah worked, the more she realized that success was a series of small, deliberate choices. It wasn't about waiting for the perfect opportunity or hoping for a lucky break. It was about making the right decisions and taking action, even when things seemed uncertain. She learned that success isn't something that happens overnight. It's the result of consistently showing up and making the right choices, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Sarah's story is a powerful reminder that success is in your hands, not a matter of fate or luck. You can choose to take control of your life and create the path to success that you want. If you're ready to take that first step toward your own success, start by making the decision today to take action, no matter how small. So, what's stopping you? What choice can you make today to begin creating the success you desire? Take action now and watch how your life begins to transform. As Sarah continued on her journey, she learned that success isn't just about hard work, it's also about smart work. She realized that making the right choices also meant being strategic. Sarah began to focus on high-impact tasks that moved her closer to her goal, rather than getting distracted by less important things. She also learned the importance of adaptability. The business world was changing rapidly, and Sarah had to be willing to pivot when things weren't working. She embraced failure as part of the learning process and used every obstacle as a chance to improve and refine her approach. Through it all, Sarah stayed focused on her vision. She kept reminding herself that success wasn't about luck. It was about making the right choices, learning from mistakes, and never giving up. Every time she hit a roadblock, she saw it as another opportunity to grow. The key was to keep going, no matter what. One of the most important lessons Sarah learned was the power of persistence. There were days when it felt like nothing was working. She was tired, frustrated, and questioning whether she had made the right decision. But it was in those moments of doubt that Sarah reminded herself why she started in the first place. She kept pushing forward, even when the results weren't immediate. Success doesn't always happen quickly, and Sarah learned to embrace the long road ahead. She focused on building her business one step at a time, trusting that her consistent efforts would eventually pay off. And they did. Sarah's persistence paid off when her business finally reached a tipping point. She secured her first big client, and her reputation as a reliable entrepreneur began to grow. This was the moment she realized that success wasn't about waiting for a miracle to happen. It was about never giving up and making the right choices every day. As Sarah's business grew, she faced new challenges. She had to manage employees, deal with financial struggles, and make decisions that would shape the future of her company. But the lessons she had learned along the way about persistence, mindset, and smart work helped her navigate these obstacles. Sarah also realized the importance of self-belief. She had to trust in her abilities and know that she was capable of handling whatever came her way. Whenever doubt crept in, she reminded herself that she had already overcome so much and had the strength to keep going. She began to surround herself with people who shared her vision and supported her growth. Having a strong network of mentors, colleagues, and friends was crucial to her success. It reminded her that success isn't a solitary journey. It's about creating a supportive community and sharing the journey with others. Years passed, and Sarah's business became a success beyond what she had imagined. She had built her own path to success, one decision at a time. She was no longer the person who doubted her abilities. She had transformed into a confident entrepreneur who trusted herself and her decisions. But Sarah didn't stop there. She understood that success is an ongoing process, not a destination. She continued to make smart choices, invest in herself, and push forward, knowing that there would always be new challenges to face. The most important thing Sarah realized is that success isn't just about reaching your goals. It's about the person you become along the way. It's about developing resilience, persistence, and a growth mindset that allows you to thrive, no matter what obstacles come your way. Now, looking back on her journey, Sarah understands that success was never about luck. It was about making a series of choices, big and small, that led her to where she is today. She has built a life and a business that reflect her hard work, perseverance, and unwavering belief in herself. So I ask you, are you waiting for luck to make things happen? Or are you ready to take control of your own path to success? What choices will you make today that will shape your future and lead you to the success you desire? The power is in your hands.